Get closer than ever to your customers. So close that you tell them what they need well before they realize it themselves. I think all of us need to be on guard against arrogance which knocks at the door whenever you're successful. I don't care about being right. I care about success and doing the right thing. The really great person will keep on going and find the key, underlying principle of the problem, and come up with a beautiful elegant solution that works. For you to sleep well at night, the aesthetic, the quality, has to be carried all the way through. Don't get hung up on who owns the idea. Pick the best one, and let's go. We are very careful about what features we add because we can't take them away. The products suck. There's no sex in them anymore. You can build your own things that other people can use. And once you learn that, you'll never be the same again. On the Blue Box, that was what we learned, was that us, too, we didn't know much. We could build a little thing that could control a giant thing, and that was an incredible lesson. There is a tremendous amount of craftsmanship between a great idea and a great product. The Lisa people wanted to do something great. And the Mac people want to do something insanely great. The difference shows. We do no market research. We don't hire consultants. We just want to make great products. The most precious thing that we all have with us is time. Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. Don't be trapped by dogma, which is living with the results of other people's thinking. We had everything to gain. And we figured even if we crash and burn, and lose everything, the experience will have been worth 10 times the cost. The only thing you have in your life is time. If you invest the time in yourself to have great experiences that are going to enrich you, then you can't possibly lose. Being the richest man in the cemetery doesn't matter to me. Going to bed at night saying we've done something wonderful. That's what matters to me. Details matter, it's worth waiting to get it right. Let's go invent tomorrow rather than worrying about what happened yesterday. If today were the last of your life, would you do what you were going to do today? And you can change it, you can influence it. The minute that you understand that you can poke life and actually something will pop out the other side, that you can change it, you can mold it. You have to trust in something, your gut, destiny, life, karma, whatever. Once you discover one simple fact, and that is everything around you that you call life, was made up by people that were no smarter than you. Sometimes life hits you in the head with a brick. Don't lose faith. Now, as you graduate to begin anew, I wish that for you. Stay hungry, stay foolish. Remembering that I'll be dead soon is the most important tool I've ever encountered to help me make the big choices in life. I think the things you most regret in life are things you didn't do. What you really regret was never asking that girl to dance. I think death is the most wonderful invention of life. It purges the system of these old models that are obsolete. No one wants to die. Even people who want to go to heaven don't want to die to get there. Almost everything, all external expectations, all pride, all fear of embarrassment or failure, these things just fall away in the face of death, leaving only what is truly important. Remembering that you are going to die is the best way I know to avoid the trap of thinking you have something to lose. You are already naked. Without death, there would be very little progress. Believing that the dots will connect down the road will give you the confidence to follow your heart. If you don't love it, you're going to fail. And most important, have the courage to follow your heart and intuition. They somehow already know what you truly want to become. Everything else is secondary. There is no reason not to follow your heart. I've been rejected, but I was still in love. I'm convinced that the only thing that kept me going was that I loved what I did. You've got to find what you love. In the broadest context, the goal is to seek enlightenment, however you define it. One way to remember who you are is to remember who your heroes are. That's been one of my mantras, focus and simplicity. I decided to drop out and trust that it would all work out okay. If you want it, you can fly, you just have to trust you a lot. It's more fun to be a pirate than to join the Navy. You have to believe that the dots will somehow connect in your future. People judge you on your performance, so focus on the outcome. Be a yardstick of quality. Some people aren't used to an environment where excellence is expected. Don't let the noise of others' opinions drown out your own inner voice. Ultimately, it comes down to taste. It comes down to trying to expose yourself to the best things that humans have done and then try to bring those things into what you're doing. People who know what they're talking about don't need PowerPoint. I'm actually as proud of many of the things we haven't done as the things we have done. I always advise people, don't wait. Do something when you are young, when you have nothing to lose, and keep that in mind. I do not adopt softness towards others because I want to make them better,